Hey there, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Dabby welcoming you to yet another golf matchup. This is the fourth and final round of the Exhibition Series, aka the 50s, 60s, 2010s guys playing at the par 3 course in April. We see Arnold Palmer with a big 3-stroke lead on Rory McIlroy and a lead over Charlie Hoffman, the only guys who are under par, while Keegan Bradley and Nick Watney are battling tooth and nail to be even par. Basically, if you can keep getting pars, if you par every hole, you'll be in fourth place right now. But top two is important. You win, you're going to Augusta no matter what. If it's Johnson, Thompson, or Koepka, and I think they all failed to make the top 40. Well, it was instead of top 80, it's top 40 in ties this time. It's a major. We treat it like a major. So you're basically at the point that, the top 40, that you win, you're going to Augusta automatically. Martin Laird with a hole-in-one. Wow. Where was this beforehand? Martin Laird. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, we don't see many good stuff. Well, the yellow pin's the toughest thing. So Arnold Palmer would like to win, get to Augusta automatically, and then maybe Rory McIlroy will try to qualify. Well, there's some movement. George Archer's jumping in there with Bernard Hunt. It's weird how people like Bernard Hunt and Marty Fleckman get in ahead of like Koepka or Peter Thompson. I know it seems a little pissy-possy, but I'm just being honest. Well, Burke Jr., Phil Rogers has put up a pair of birdies. There's Burke Jr., Venturi, Marty Fleckman. Like, those guys have started their rounds and all that. Yeah, it'd be crazy that the 90s, 40s, 50s group, and then you got the early boys in the 80s, the 70s and Ks, guys. Well, of course, the second group, the 40s, 50s, 90s, have Bob Hamilton, Ben Hogan, and Brent Geiberger automatically in. Whereas the earlies and 80s have Henry Picard, George Burns, and Bobby Jones. 70s and 2000s, what I call the Golden Tiger League, Johnny Miller, Jack Nicklaus, and Camilo Fajegas. So they've got some good guys coming from there. 14th hole, who's going to be the clubhouse leader? I think Julio Borrells, 200 par. So he had an even par. But he's nowhere near the top 20. But, he did okay. 200 par. I think Hebert will be the one. Bailey Maxwell will be the one who will start the thing up. I think now it's Palmer and McIlroy. So we'll be dealing with that first hole. Palmer -5, McIlroy -2. Palmer, a little too much there, but you know what? It's okay. McIlroy. This is in Northern Ireland, so you should know this hole. Yep, you bet. This is for birdie. Now what do you do for Palmer? I think you lag. Yep, that's a smart thing to do. Because you really know that McIlroy maybe know that it's not good. For birdie, next hole. I voted for Palmer, 2 under from McIlroy. Yeah, if you're Palmer, you gotta play conservative sometimes because you could make a mistake. Now this is a St. Anne's. Palmer, way off a little bit in the vestibule. McIlroy. Ooh, he didn't want to go that far over. He might have gone out of bounds. McIlroy. Oh no, that was a terrible shot. But he's got to go for it. Palmer. Okay, that works. Palmer might be just playing for pars. McIlroy for 32 feet, a little too much. There's for bogey, which he misses too, so he's out of the minuses. Palmer for par. He puts it down. So Palmer, I think, is going to just put par. Just keep playing for pars. Because now you got yourself a golden chance to check everyone. Well, remember, this is a par 3 competition. Palmer. For the heart. Oh my gosh. I really true. Holy Saint, they're off the postage stamp. That's great. Rory. Oh, that's good too. That's very good. Ooh, you didn't hold it out. Palmer for birdie. Overshot. Yikes. Part that in very easy. The -1. The only other guy in the minuses is Keegan Bradley. So Palmer's got kind of a 4-stroke lead. The leader of the clubhouse is Maxwell, +6 with a 1 under par today. +6. Seeing the scores, Fowler trying to get in, and Phil Rogers probably becoming the next guys to come in. So Palmer's got a 4-stroke lead right now, which looks strong enough. Like I said, Palmer just has to play in par, just has to play for pars every time. Really, forward. Here's Palmer. I think that's basically his trick. He's going to lag it. He's 9 feet from the hole. McIlroy might as well putt, because he needs something. Oh, now he's 9 feet. Palmer for par? Nope. He botched it. So he bogeys McIlroy for par. This could be huge. No, he can't do it. So he's still for back with the leader. So he's trying to catch Palmer somehow. Bobby Nichols, 2 under par on the front 9, 6 and 17 birdie. So he's at even par for the tournament. McIlroy. Oh, that was very close. Not bad. Palmer in the rough. We'll have to pitch it. Get a little close. This is for birdie. Palmer for par. Like I said, Palmer is going to just probably be playing for pars every hole, knowing that he's got a golden chance to win this thing. McIlroy. McIlroy over for net. Those wins in Australia. Kingston Heath. Palmer. Yeah, he's playing for those pars. Nothing wrong with that. McIlroy. Must be a little aggressive. Oh, not that far. McIlroy for par. Yeah. So, well, Keegan Bradley's at -2, so McIlroy's in 3rd place. So Keegan's trying to get into that 2nd place. He's only 2 back of Palmer, but Palmer does have a hole in hand. Maxwell, let's see if Jack Burke Jr. can get a birdie too. Nope, he didn't get. So Burke Jr. did not get the birdie. I think Phil Rogers will become the clubhouse leader. Here's McIlroy. Not even close, man. The wind. Oh man, everything was knocked. The wind knocked down both those guys' shots. Palmer really gets this for par. There was a Virginian. Rory. Well, that's a par. Wow. And now McIlroy. Not bogey, 2 and 4 on the front 9, on the back 9, but he ends up at +4 for today. Keegan Bradley is only 2 strokes back of Palmer. And might be good enough for 2nd and a trip to maybe a wild card. Great, oh beautiful. He's at Pebble Beach coming. Palmer. Palmer. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yes, he found it. This is for birdie. Yes, sir. Palmer missed. How can he miss a 4-footer? Man, McIlroy might have a chance. Keegan Bradley might have a chance. Palmer better not be jacking it. McIlroy. Nope. Palmer. Well, they both hit where they didn't want to hit. Gonna go with a 3-iron. Palmer. I would have went with grip and rip it. Because now you kind of the risk. Palmer. Okay. Rory. Okay, that's good. I think this is for quadruple bogey. Quadruple. Oh man, he jumped out of 1st place. I think he did. Oh yes, he did. And Keegan Bradley is now in the lead. What a job Keegan did. Palmer should have. I think Palmer got a little too conservative. So Keegan Bradley's now in the lead. Palmer second, Hoffman third. The leaders right now, Rogers and Cuppet in the clubhouse. But then Ken Venturi. Yep, Venturi's at +4. Now he's got the lead. Only 8 golfers are ahead of him. McIlroy. Oh. Okay, Palmer. Oh. Rory. He's got to pitch it perfect. Yes. This is Palmer. Okay, for par. Yes, sir. Let's go shot. McIlroy. 2. Palmer got a little too conservative. He might. Keegan Bradley's just been on fire. Well, not bad for McIlroy. Palmer. He might land off of. I don't know, but this is for birdie. Nope, he'll get McIlroy. No, he was short. Palmer, I think, got a little too nervous. McIlroy. Oh, wow, I thought he got an ego. A hole in one, that would have made it at +1. Palmer. Well, there goes his birdie. Or does he? Yikes. Seems like every time you do this, the guy who has the lead is faltered. Oh, Keegan Bradley has faltered too. Palmer's second, Hoffman, McIlroy are tied for third. Keegan Bradley double bogey 12, so that's good news for Palmer. He knows that Bradley's a few holes ahead of him. +4 is the score to beat. There's only 5 guys ahead for Trevor Thomas. Bradley has done 13. Palmer's done 12 holes. Hoffman's done 13. McIlroy's done 12. Bobby Nichols has done 16. So we'll see what happens here. Keegan Bradley must be nervous. Well, he's got a 1-stroke lead. But the point is, Palmer's got 2 holes in hand. Just over that water. Palmer. Little quicker, but 15 yards. This is for birdie. You gotta try. Palmer's gotta try. Overshoots it. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's good news for Keegan. That's good news for Bradley because Palmer fucked it up and took a bogey. Now on to number 14. It looks a little left. It is left. Palmer. Time to pitch it. Rory. A little too much there. Palmer. Okay, he'll get a par. This is for par from Rory. He's got to get this par. Yes, he is. Palmer is a little nervous. And who can blame him? He had that lead and then all of a sudden he choked. Nicely done, Rory. Rory. Listen, this is a big birdie putt. And he missed it by a few feet. And Rory's a birdie. And he went a little bit over. So Palmer's still second. But the good news is Keegan Bradley has faltered too. So now Palmer's 1 shot. I don't know how Bradley did on 17. The clubhouse leader is Dickinson Jr. with a 3 over par. Only 3 guys, Bradley, Palmer, and Hoffman, are better than him. Oh, Keegan Bradley birdied. So now Bradley has a 2-stroke lead. Palmer, 16. He does not hit that water. Thank God. McIlroy. McIlroy. Now he's knocking on. Says, well, he's got a putt. Well, it'll be close. Palmer needs this. And he overshoots it by 4 feet. Par, he's got, and McIlroy missed this par. So Palmer's 2 back. Now Hoffman. Bradley's the 1 under par. Hoffman won. So Palmer has to go birdie to win, to force a playoff. And this will be a key shot. Here's McElroy. Oh, that was way off. But it'll get a better drop because they went over the green. And that'll be a bogey. All he needs is for birdie to put the pressure on Keegan Bradley. No! Par. Not even close. He just had nothing going for him. And Palmer will now need birdie to take top two because Hoffman's at one. So we know Keegan Bradley is going to win the competition. So Keegan Bradley, of all people, will be going to Augusta. Now, Palmer needs a birdie. If he does not birdie, well, I don't know about Hoffman. Hoffman and Palmer. Does Palmer need to hole in one to take second place? Oh, sorry. Scoreboard. No, leader, sorry. Palmer was a 500 par, and then he had that 9th hole of doom. Hoffman had a 53, so did Palmer. They actually did better. Palmer had Hoffman on the 3rd hole, so Palmer ties Hoffman. He gets in because he had the better 3rd round after 3 rounds. Yeah, if Palmer wasn't so stupid and hit that second shot in the water, he would have been needing a birdie to tie Keegan Bradley for the playoff, or basically par and get second and ruin Charlie Hoffman's chances of getting a wild card spot potentially. He needs this. Nope. He was dead meat on that one. Rory. So Charlie Hoffman, of all people, will get a chance as a wild card. So Charlie Hoffman takes second. Keegan Bradley will move on to play in Augusta. And Palmer almost slung it for par. Palmer just did not have his best day. Rory McIlroy. This is for par. He missed. Not the best of days for Palmer's going to Palmer, those 2 shots, Palmer would have been at +1. Palmer would have ended up tied with Hoffman, but Palmer would have had the advantage because he had the best score after 3 rounds. He and Hoffman were tied, but that 3rd round. So Palmer would have ended up second and maybe get a wildcard spot. One of the 6 wildcard spots for Augusta. But he'll fall into a tie for 3rd with Gardner Dickinson. Charlie Hoffman surprised everyone by taking second, but the real winner, who went under par in the final round, was Keegan Bradley, of all people. So Keegan Bradley will go to Augusta. He's won a tournament. Hoffman second. Dickinson and Palmer tied for 3rd. Tied for 5th were Ken Venturi, Justin Thomas, and Bob Rosberg. Running out the top 10. Phil Rogers, Jackie Cuppett, Bobby Nichols, Lionel Hayward, and Nick Watney. Yeah, McElroy had a +8, and Palmer a +8 as well. Billy Maxwell actually had a -1 today. And everyone else was terrible. Unofficially, last place was Peter Allis, +25, with Wes Ellis and Mordecaimer behind him. But man, only 2 people were under par, Bradley and Maxwell. Billy Maxwell should get a bonus for what he did. I mean, that's not easy to do in the 4th round. But yeah, Keegan Bradley wins. They're going to Shinnecock for the PGA Championship. But anyway, that's it. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.